Okay, folks, this will be an interesting one. A little bit challenging. Yeah, something I found in the bathroom and I thought I could utilise it before throwing it away. Let's see how we go with this. This will be an interesting one. Waste toner box will need replacing soon, and there it is, a spare one. So we're all ready to go for that. Going to make this one definitely a 400%. Nose is blocked, folks. I've got a cold or a flu, which I really hate getting. I really fucking hate it when people are so fucking stupid and dirty, leaving their boogers around, blowing their noses into their hands like at my work. Yeah, and getting on the bus, dirty people, yuck. Anyway, let's see what we have here. Kleenex antibacterial wipes. This is the kind of shit I need to get on buses and deal with the germs that people leave behind. Yeah. Really is quite filthy when you get on a bus. Nowadays, with COVID still, well, COVID's getting worse again. There's actually new variants coming out, and it looks... I'm just going to tip you folks. I'm not going to put money on this, but I do think we're in for another lockdown. I suspect. Don't quote me, but, you know, just put that in the back of your head. Thinking about COVID. Anyway, that looks really quite interesting, but I don't like the creases there. But you can't help that. But yeah, I do think we're going to go into another lockdown, folks, the way things are going. It really looks like it's imminent, folks. I'm going to make this a little bit less contrasty. But basically, I just suspect that we're going to go into lockdown once again. I'm going to just try something different. I'm going to try a different part of this packaging. I actually think maybe the top part up there. I don't know, I like this part, but I don't like the creases. So I actually think that's a tough one, folks. But basically, I do think we are headed for another lockdown. I just can't imagine that we can get away with it much longer. You know, I know it costs a lot of money for businesses to shut up, but it looks like COVID's going to get worse again before it gets any better. And that looks shit house. I actually like this one better, even though it's got that horrible crease. I do think maybe that's a bit too low contrast anyway. I don't know. But basically, I really think we are headed for lockdown again, folks. I know no one likes a lockdown. No one likes to have their fun taken away, but it looks like it's likely to happen. It's the most likeliest of things that's going to happen, the way things are. And then just put that back. So yeah, I'm not terribly optimistic about how COVID's playing, but you know, you have to sometimes be constructively pessimistic, if you know what I mean, folks. That if it's going to happen, and if it's going to save lives, to be pessimistic, well, it's all good. My way of thinking. I know my father has called me a negative Nelly. Negativity. He always called me negative, calling me that. But you know, not everything's, you know, he's an asshole anyway. You can't take him too much seriously. But basically, you have to sometimes be constructively pessimistic in order for things to go on safely and and you know, you can't just blow sunshine up your ass and think that everything's going to be okay if you just put your head in the sand and ignore it. Now that looks really quite interesting. I don't know if this is going to look any good. I see a little bit of magenta in there. Looks interesting. I don't know if I'm going to make that a little bit smaller or larger, or keep it at that size. We're going to keep it there. But yeah, sometimes you have to be constructively pessimistic to, you can't put your head in the sand. It's good to be positive. I'm trying to be positive about this TV campaign that I've launched. I launched this TV campaign a decade ago, and I'm trying to get in touch with a partner. His name is Luigi. And yes, I have to be optimistic in that sense, folks. I have to believe in myself that I can do it. But certain things like COVID are outside of one's control, including my own. I can't do much. I just wear a mask when I go out. I try to wear my mask wherever I can, in most cases. But I can't do it on my own because everyone else is not wearing them pretty much. So what I do matters not in the analysis of things. But yeah, let's see how we go with this. Try and bring that around like so. This looks a bit, there's not much there. It looks a bit minimalist in some respects. Okay, that one there and this one here. Yeah, that's come up looking quite a treat. I think we can now call this demo quits.